I'm the Prairie Dew Mom, and today I'm going to take you on a little tour of our backyard garden. My husband and I moved into this rental house in February. One of the things that was on our list of requirements when we were looking for a rental house was that it had to have a sunny backyard so that we could grow a garden. We wanted to grow as much of our own food as we could, but another benefit that I really value from gardening is the mental and physical benefit of just being outside in nature with my hands in the dirt, working with the plants. It's just really important for my mental health. So I told Edwin, we have to have a garden. And we are so thankful for our little sunny backyard. So I'm doing a bunch of new things this year that I've never done before. I'm doing a Three Sisters garden, and I'm doing more companion planting. I'm just learning about it. So if you have any ideas or tips for me or comments, I would love to hear what your advice is. So let's go out to the garden. I'll show you around. Edwin got the garden all tilled up for us on Friday. I'm so excited, and this week we have been planting seeds. Larva. I'm so excited to have ladybugs in our garden. So they will eat lots of bad bugs. Ladybug.
This is Hannah's ladybug.
Yes.
Hannah's ladybug needs water.
No, probably he doesn't need water.
No.
It was really warm and hot yesterday, but we had a cold front move in, and it's chilly enough to where the girls wanted to wear their coats. They're both munching on kale leaves. Is it yummy? So we have sprouted Roselle seeds. I soaked them in water for 24 hours and then put damp paper towel over the top of them after I drained them, and they are sprouted nicely. And this little corner is for my Roselle. I'm very excited to be growing Roselle. It's my first year growing it, but when we were in Guyana, two different friends grew it, and I was able to harvest some and use it in my kitchen, and I really like using it in my cranberry bundt cake and for a drink. So here at the back edge, this row is running east to west. The back row right along here is sunflowers. We have two different kinds of sunflowers. This right here is volunteers, and I think it's a type of wild or native sunflower. And then right along here we have a row of red zinnias. No, the zinnias are right here, and right here are dill. And dill has to have light in order to germinate. So as you can see, there's a little dill seed sitting there. We'll see if it germinates. And this year we are growing a Three Sisters garden. So we have a 10 by 10 foot square here, and we planted corn basically every 12 inches across the whole thing. So it'll be pretty packed tight. but hopefully that'll keep weeds from growing. And on this side we have, I believe I planted yellow squash on this side and zucchini on this side. And when the corn is 4 to 6 inches high, then we will plant pole beans around it. So here's our little corn. And there. Happy little corn plants growing. So I'm very excited to see how that will work with the pole beans trellising up the corn. This just happens to be Redenbacher's popcorn. It's a hybrid and I don't have hopes it'll do very well, but we'll see. So over here I haven't planted yet, but I'm planning to plant my tomato and peppers and some herbs and hopefully some winter squash in this area. And here we have some volunteer lamb's quarters. Lamb's quarters is one of my favorite greens. They're so good cooked. So when they came up volunteer in the yard, I had Edwin save them when he mowed and when he rototilled. So now we have this little patch and that little patch over there of lamb's quarters to pick for greens. So we have 2 long rows here of okra. And I just planted okra last night. Edwin had 98 seeds that sprouted and I planted them all, but it was a little more than what I needed, so I just planted a bunch right at the end of one of the rows. And I'm doing something new this year. I have some hills in between my okra rows, and in the hills I'm planning to plant cucumbers. So the cucumbers can kind of vine around the base of the okra, and hopefully that'll help with weed control. And I did some research about companion planting, and cucumbers are supposed to grow well underneath okra. So we'll see. Thank you for making our hills, Hannah. Those are our cucumber hills. You're going to make our walkways, Catherine?
Yeah. Walkways.
Well, let's see if we can figure that out. And over there we have the garden that Edwin tilled up for us a while ago. And some of it is doing really well and some of it is not. I planted some cabbage seeds in the house and they did really well at first, and then they weren't. Oh, and there goes Tarsi. She loves to walk right through my garden beds. And then they didn't do very well, and I transplanted them out, but quite a few of them died. But that one is doing better. Tarsi, don't step right in my plants, Tarsi. Over here we have 3 little bok choy plants, and the rest of the bed needs to be planted. And this is an empty bed that needs to be planted.
What is an empty bed?
And these are our carrots. Right here, they're doing so well and getting so big. These are rainbow carrots. And our kale is looking so nice too. This is a mixture of red and green kale.
Are getting like from just little microscopic to humongous. They grew so fast.
These are 6 lacinato kale, also called Dinosaur Kale, that I bought at Walmart a while back, and it is growing very nicely, and we've had a couple pickings off of it already. I hope that seeing our little backyard garden will inspire you. If you have space and sunshine, grow some food, grow some plants, grow some flowers. Growing things is so rewarding and so much fun. And hopefully you'll be able to learn from my mistakes along the way. Be sure and subscribe if you want to see more about our little backyard garden, because I hope to share updates with you guys often. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you, and may your garden grow well. Now it's time for a picnic.